The Swiss government excellence scholarships are currently open for applications. Let's look at the details of the available scholarships. You will notice that there are research fellowships, PhD scholarships, postdoctoral scholarships. Research fellowships and postdoctoral scholarships are for those who already have a PhD program. In your case, I'm assuming you are applying for master's or PhD. So here there is a scholarship for PhD and then also for master's scholarship. Let's start with the PhD scholarship and then we'll discuss the one for master's scholarship. So for PhD scholarship, you will pursue your studies at a Swiss university, of course. It's valid for full-time research in Switzerland. You have to do research. You have to be full-time in Switzerland. And this is their target group, highly qualified researchers who have completed a master's degree in any academic field. So any academic field, note that. Priority will be given to individuals who have not previously studied or conducted research in Switzerland. I hope you are not on the criteria. And then eligibility criteria, you should have a master's degree completed by 31 July 2026. And your date of birth should be after 31 December 1990. You will need a detailed research plan with a timeline specifying key milestones and activities. That is probably a Gantt chart. Applicants must have a letter of support from an academic supervisor in Switzerland, including a short CV. You have to secure a supervisor, get a letter of support from them, and also include your CV. I hope you don't fall under this. You are not already in Switzerland. This is the selection criteria. They will look at your academic profile, your research competence and motivation, originality and methodological quality of the project, and also quality of supervision and potential for future collaboration. The duration of the PhD is 12 months. It's renewable twice for up to 36 months. And you will start on the 1st of September 2026. There is a stipend, and this is the amount of the stipend. Understand that this is not a salary. It is a stipend to help you cover your basic living expenses. That is for the PhD scholarship. Now, for the master's scholarship, it's only specific to art scholarships. PhD, any field, but for master's, art scholarships. And it's intended for you to pursue your master's in Switzerland. The target group for those who do not already hold a master's degree when you apply. And priority will be given to individuals who have never studied in Switzerland. The scholarship is available only to a limited number of countries, so I've put the official link of scholarship in the video description. Visit that video description and go check if your country is eligible for the scholarship. And for PhD, if you need assistance with your research proposal, please book through the link in the video description as well. I'll be happy to assist you. Eligibility criteria for the art masters. You should have a bachelor's degree completed by 31 July 2026. Your date of birth should be after the 31st of December 1990. You should not already have a master's degree. You will need to apply for admission and get an admission letter or proof of application. And I hope you are not already residing in Switzerland. I'm going to assume that you are not yet in Switzerland. Selection criteria for the Masters in Arts: artistic profile, your qualifications and motivation. The portfolio that you are going to submit, it should show artistic maturity and potential. And then enrollment availability at the institution or university that you are interested in. The duration is 12 months, but there is a possible extension up to 21 months. You will also get a stipend, and this is the amount of the stipend. For all research scholarships, you will need academic supervision. For PhD, you will need to have a suitable supervisor. And this is what you need to do before contacting a potential supervisor. Check the academic relevance. Is the person you are contacting doing research in your desired field? Self-assessment. Assess your skills and your credentials and make sure that they meet all the requirements for the desired scientific collaboration. You have to be precise about the first, for example, you verify the degree requirements relevant to your intended scholarship before reaching out. Just make sure that you need to do thorough research and make sure that the degree that you are interested in actually is aligned to your relevant qualification. Your qualification should be in line with the scholarship. The search for an academic supervisor can take weeks or even months as professors receive many inquiries. The earlier you start, the better. I've already talked about this, and then these are the institutions that you can apply to. For research scholarships for PhD, you can apply to these institutions. And then for the art scholarship, you can apply to this institution. Make sure that you apply to the relevant institutions under your category. These are the requirements for research scholarships. For PhD, you need a CV, you need a letter of motivation, your research proposal, a support letter from your supervisor, a CV. I think they have repeated this. Copies of your certificates and transcripts, copy of passport. So these are the documents that you need for PhD. And then for Masters in Art, you need your CV, letter of motivation, email addresses of 2 different professors in the relevant field must be provided during the online application, copy of your transcripts and certificates. There's a fit for mission form that needs to be filled in by a doctor. You can download this online. I think it's the same here. This fit for mission signed by a doctor for PhD as well. You will need a copy of your passport. You need an art portfolio. I think this is very important, especially for your, remember they are going to look at one of the things that they are going to look at is your artistic profile. So your portfolio is probably very important, so you need to put much effort into it. You submit a PDF document that includes, in the field of music, if you are in the field of music, a link to YouTube. In the field of visual arts, a link or QR code to a portfolio showing 3 pieces of artwork together with sketches, and then confirmation from Swiss University of the Arts or Music showing that admission has already been granted. This can also be a conditional admission subject to an entrance examination or other specific requirements. So you make sure that you follow the requirements. Below are additional benefits. I'm not going to go into the benefits because my focus was on the application procedure and the requirements, so that you understand that. This you can read at your own time, the additional scholarship benefits, your scholarship holder or your scholarship holder obligations. You can read that. There are exclusion criteria. You can also read that. I think what's important is for you to understand what is required and also how do you apply for the scholarship. That's the information that I wanted to bring to your attention. The other information, please read at your own time. So you apply here. Before starting the online application, please check the available scholarship types and deadlines for your country of origin. We've already checked so far. There's a PhD scholarship for any field, and then there's a master's scholarship for art. Here is a document. This is the document I was looking for that shows the countries and territories. Download this document and see if your scholarship is if your country, is relevant or it's eligible for the scholarship you are applying for. And then for your scholarship application, you click on this link and then you can start your application. You have to apply online. Do not send emails or paper documents. And then FAQs, if you have any questions, there are also other additional links that you can explore. Basically, that's how you apply for the scholarship. Please go apply, and all the best with your applications.